folks. Oh, yes. We'll make sure it's working. Yeah, it's working. All right. Oh, I don't believe this. Oh, man, oh, man. Well, I should post this so other people will know this morning. Because I think YouTube notifications aren't working. Okay. Oh, I'm having problems here. I can't even. How do you do this? It helps if you can see the screen. I'm doing this in Braille on the screen, folks, because I got the camera right in the way. Oh. All right, I posted it on Twitter and Facebook. I should have done that before I hit the go live button. Oh, man, that hurt. All right. Hello, Carson. What do you think of the backdrop, eh? Is it pretty awesome? Just turn here, got a little corner. There. Oh, it looks professional. But I've got this, like, it's so real, eh? It looks like there's this big giant dog behind me. It's crazy. Oh man, I don't believe this. This is the backdrop rocks, doesn't it? I'm posting this to the other streams just so that other people know that we're here, because YouTube is not telling anybody today. It's like we don't exist this morning. Oh, the barn's empty. I got bad news. I gotta take care of some ducks today. Not good news. Oh, finally some people are showing up. YouTube notifications have started to work. All right. Okay, so YouTube. I asked YouTube, because like this has been going on and on. I keep sending emails, they don't answer me. So all I did was ask this. Get this, folks. This is what you call getting stonewalled. I asked YouTube for the address to send for a lawyer to contact them. That's all I did, was ask for an address, because I thought maybe I need to rattle this by just give me the address so that a lawyer can contact you on my behalf. They've now come back to me. We can no longer correspond with you due to the pending legal action. I don't even have an address. They wouldn't even give me the address. Now we're completely boxed in that due to the pending legal action, they won't talk to me anymore. That is my morning email that I just got. I don't even have an address to send a legal anything. They never supplied the address. They never replied to the question. They don't answer questions. No matter what the question is, they do not answer it to anything. It's unbelievable, man. It's like it's almost like the only answer that they can give is cut and paste from the Google. That's how they play it safe with their employees. That way, the employers are trained, never answer anything. because it could be used against us. If it isn't on one of our websites under our help section, you can't say it. That's it. That's basically it in a nutshell, folks. Because anything they've ever answered back to me has always been a cut and paste from some page off of Google. So, you notice I've cleaned myself up this morning because I'm doing take 2 on my video. So I got to re-edit the beginning and chop it even shorter. I got to take more stuff out of it. I just got to get. I got to get it. This is very hard to get this thing short. So, but I'm a little bit riled up now. I'm a little bit riled up, just a touch this morning. So this is. I was going to go on a road trip today with Kind of Cute Keith to take the plucker back, but I'm just canceled that. Well, I can't get a hold of him for some reason. His phone is turned off, and this is it. I've had it. We're going to get this done. We're going to send it to a whole bunch of YouTubers. We're going to tweet it. We're going to spread it like wildfire, and we're going to let everybody know what YouTube's doing. Shutting down charity channel. I think that maybe I'm part of the new current discovery that YouTube has a blacklist of channels. I'm thinking maybe the ducks have fallen into that, and not because we're controversial. I think it's because I have shown too much here. I think that's what it is. What they considered on their terms of service before as acceptable, like showing people how to butcher an animal, that's no longer acceptable because advertisers find that offensive. And I think that's what it is. Because I discovered last night a term on a channel that it actually was talking about this topic, a news channel, about what has come to light in the last 10 days, that YouTube has a blacklist. And it seems to be targeting old channels. Channels with big libraries. And old big libraries. And I had an old big library. So I'm thinking I'm blacklisted. I think I am. It's so ridiculous, Instead of destroying a creator, they could go in and just say, look, we've removed these videos, or we've, as the YouTube help pages say, they can lock them in private. They can lock videos in private and say, we no longer want this kind of content on the site. Wouldn't you think that would be a little more, creator friendly? You know what I mean? Like dealing with, because, we're a supplier to the site. We supply the content, they distribute it, and we all share the revenue. Wouldn't you think that would be a little more, a little better business relationship, to have? You would think, I would think anyways, instead of taking out, these creators because of old content well, there's one creator last night that is being currently targeted. He's been on YouTube 10 years, folks. Poor guy, he's got 600,000 subs. He's a comedian, and his channel has been targeted. Dog, it's just blue jays. It's not even crows. See, you notice how the mouth doesn't move when he barks? Is that pretty cool? He's a ventriloquist. And you notice how he's just staring, like he's just staring at the blue chips, or the blue jays, blue chips. Oh yes, Reddit is very busy. Do you believe how busy they are? But I'm just amazed how good of a ventriloquist he is. The sound effects here, he's barking, and it doesn't move. I think that's amazing, eh? That's CGI. The Russians, right? They've done a good job with that. This backdrop rocks, man. It'd be better if we had, not better, but it would be cool if we had another backdrop that had, just the ducks, a Magoon backdrop, nothing else, just the ducks or the geese. Because there are 2 shower curtains like that. And I look at the screen and it looks so off. I can't believe that is printed on a shower curtain. Like, it's truly amazing, that Cafe Press, what they can print. It's truly amazing. It is, it really is. It's unbelievable, the graphics, Anyways, Yeah, the Reddit boys. I noticed that they've just been pounding the channel. I haven't looked this morning to see what the thumbs up, thumbs down situation is. I'm just gonna take a quick glance here. They just are relentless. Like, man, it's unbelievable. Like, don't they have better things to do? Holy mackerel, folks! These people aren't right upstairs from April the 18th. Has 746 thumbs down. My God. Oh, boys, they're starting to go back in the catalog of thumbs and down. Because the other night there it wasn't that low. Oh, the Torturing Live Ducks has got 215 thumbs down. Oh, they're working backwards. They're going through my whole catalog, folks. Yes, Doug, I know. Eh? Do you want to be in the show this morning? For real? Do you notice how the slopping sound and the licking doesn't move, eh? Is that amazing? Hey, Doug, make some more noise. Okay, we'll give you the real Doug. Doug, oh, he moved. Okay, Doug. Keith. Oh, his FaceTime's connecting. We got cut off. Okay, poor connection on Keith's part, because I know I have a good connection. Everybody has this problem except me. Okay, we're locked out. He's going to call right back and interrupt the stream, so I will call him back so that the stream doesn't get interrupted. He's not answering. I might have to call him on a real phone. They won't talk to me now because they've escalated it to legal. So I got to deal with this today.
Okay.
So we'll do a road trip. I don't know. Are you available this weekend or Monday?
Monday, probably, yeah.
Okay. We'll do it on Monday then.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay, take care.
Okay, bye. All right. Okay. We're back with the awesome backdrop. Look at this. Oh, man, that's just crazy. I can't believe it. I had to take the wide angle lens off though because it ruins it because it shows the rest of my kitchen. I forgot to hang the curtain in the back window too. You can see the light coming through. Anyways, I had to do that yesterday when I was filming. Yes, Chris, you missed it. I'll recap here. Oh yeah, we were looking at thumbs down action first. I'll recap a little in a few minutes here. I just want to take a quick glance. Holy mackerel. Okay, the Doug shower curtain has got 214 thumbs down. What are they doing? Are they linking like my library to Reddit? So that means they're flagging videos, folks. They're flagging videos before because if they're thumbs down, they're flagging too. So the channel is getting flagged. I'm surprised we're even live right now. Unbelievable. 746 thumbs down. It's crazy. This way, I'm going to see if YouTube still show. Sometimes YouTube will show me where the traffic is coming from. But yesterday I looked and it still wasn't. It was traffic sources. We'll see if it shows the Reddit site yet. No, it's still too old. I'm just looking. No. Oh, it's just showing that direct or unknown source right now, where they're coming from. That's all it's showing. It's not showing where yet. Sometimes like it takes a couple days for YouTube to do this, to let me know. You know, sometimes they'll even give me the Reddit link, you know, to show me where it's coming from. Not always. Anyways, they don't like us. So what's happening here is I asked YouTube. I've been emailing YouTube, please, what's going on, because I'm not getting any answers, and I've been, you know, like I supplied the proof that we were under attack, and I said, you know, can you give me the address for the YouTube legal department? And they never answered. So 2 days went by, and I asked him again, can I, we're not hearing anything. What's the address to the YouTube legal department? So the reply back this morning is that he can no longer communicate with me, and he has forwarded this to the legal department because of the pending legal action. But I don't even have an address yet. Like, I don't have an address, but now it's pending legal action, so they can't talk to me. How do you have pending legal action when you don't even have an address? So, anyways, so I'm today is get the video day done. Today's the day. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna re-edit, chop it down more for the attention span of the internet, and oh, Juanita, I'm so glad you're positive. I'm not exactly positive, not gonna lie. I got a feeling. I already joined the YouTubers Union. They're having no luck either. They got 15,000 people and nobody cares. I'm going to approach this, folks. That I'm going to really stress what we do here. You know, that we can't feed the homeless now because of what YouTube's doing. I think that's really good news for to share with everybody. Maybe that'll get some big people to shed some light on this and say, like, what are you doing to this channel? But like I said earlier, I discovered something that has appeared, and actually Philip DeFranco mentioned this, that there was this new algorithm that was doing a new way of promoting channels or not promoting channels. And in light of this new information, they've also discovered that there's a blacklist now, or we could call it the Obama hit list, for drone strikes. But there's a blacklist now, or a hit list, or a deletion list, or whatever you want to call it, and they are targeting a lot of channels. And I was actually surprised last night. There was 3 channels, and one of them I sub to, I watch. He's a news guy, nothing controversial, except that he asks questions about things that probably he shouldn't ask questions about, because the powers that be don't want him asking these questions. But he does real journalism, and he got hit, and they're talking, and he has no strikes, no nothing, and YouTube's doing a purge, folks. They've changed they've changed their community guidelines standards, but they haven't told anybody. So, because if you look at their the community guidelines standards, they're so broad. There's it's honestly, like in a court of law, if a judge read it, it's too wide open. It's too open to interpretation. It could go either way. It's not cut and dry, black and white legal, where this is wrong, that is right type, definitions. It's so broad that they can do what they want, and nobody has the power to change it, because they're just so huge. They've made it so that they can do whatever they want on purpose, and they're doing it. So. And there's there's this guy's a comedy channel, 10 years, 560,000 subs, and they blacklisted him, and he got booted out of his network, and the network terminated him, and he did a video that he feels that he's going to get terminated. He's similar to the mess I was in last week. When they terminated me, I had an emotional breakdown. That's what he's going through right now. I really felt for the guy. I was like, man, oh man, wait till they terminate you. You're going to be really a mess, because it sucks, But I don't know what's going on in this site, folks. There is some kind of master plan in the background working. Oh. I'm flabbergasted. I am. So that's the news this morning. Nothing cheery, but I'm going to today. It's going to get done, and we're going to have something to share and get the word out, and I think maybe the ducks are on the blacklist, or the duck channel was, because the duck channel showed too much based on the new community guidelines. Which instead of just, deleting the videos or locking them on private and telling me, no, you can't have this here, I think the ducks, because of all the flagging, we got thrown into a blacklist category. I think that's, it makes sense that if a channel got enough flags that it could, with the algorithm, could throw you into the blacklist category, because the blacklist category is all about offending people. It's offensive to their community guidelines, and with the amount of flagging we got, I'm thinking but based on the thumbs down, think about this, folks. We got 700 thumbs down on the one video, so how many flags could we have endured? You know what I mean? What could be changed, Juanita? I don't understand what you're talking about. What can be changed? Can't change YouTube. All you can do is force them by public humiliation to undo what they've done, and then they'll just chisel away at us in a new way. Right. I think what's offensive about the channel, honestly, Aberdeen, is I think it's the fact that I showed how to raise animals for food on like a homestead type setup. I think that's what it is, and they don't want that kind of content anymore on the site. I'm thinking every single homesteader, folks, based on what think about this. Imagine if all the vegans, okay, and imagine this, okay, and there's lots of channels out there that have done topics like this, homesteading channels that have done this topic, tons. I know lots, and they're family channels. They don't even realize it. Like, I don't, like, an example, like Justin Rhodes, okay, there's a perfect example. I don't think he realizes that he's a target, because he's done videos on processing chickens and slaughtering, and I watched his video on the slaughtering of the chickens and the dead chickens all over the place, and and the process, and chickens upside down in the cone bleeding out, and if the vegans decided to go after him, but they haven't discovered him yet, but if they did and they flagged him enough, they could turn his family friendly channel into a blacklist channel. Think about that. That's how dangerous this is, folks. And these people have no idea. Anybody that's ever done anything about processing an animal or shooting an animal, imagine all the coyote hunting channels, the hog hunting channels, all of them, they're gone. There's the new YouTube, I'm on 9 other streaming platforms, but there's nobody there. The links are all below. This in the stream, in the description, really. They're all there. I stream to 9 other sites. But the problem is, they're all single streams. And nobody's there. Everybody's on YouTube. Until everybody leaves YouTube, as in the audience leaves YouTube, I could stream other places, which I am, and nobody's there. Like an example, like Ustream, like they have chat, Twitch, they have chat, but nobody's there. Yeah, I know what their address is, Janie, but I wanted the legal address for serving legal documents. Like, what is the actual address? Like their legal department. And, they, because, who knows, the legal department it might not even be at that office, for all we know. So, you never look at the descriptions in the line below. I'm just amazed the amount of people that never look at the descriptions below in the streams. Every stream has all the links in it. You gotta click that show more button, and it'll unload a whole bunch of information onto your screen. And we're 50 ducks in a hot tub on all the other sites. Same name. We're even on Periscope. You have ADHD? No problem. I've had that the last couple of weeks. Oh. I believe, I don't know if I would call them miracles. I believe in positive turn events. It's like, oh, something's gonna come out of this. But anyways, today I'm gonna like today I'm re-editing what I edited, which I'm sort of glad I screwed up yesterday with the big chunk of apple crisp in my teeth, because it's I'm a little bit more riled today than I was yesterday, and I can be a little more I guess you could say assertive in my video, and I got to cut down the beginning of it a little shorter, so people we don't lose them on their short attention spans. Well, I don't understand, Chris, about putting a dog down. I'm putting a dog down. I'm telling you, shooting anything now, Mr. Forever. It's like this is. I'm telling you, folks. There's. I think we're all going to be shocked by the end of this year. Uh, I think we're all going to be shocked at what YouTube is going to look like by the end of this year, because so many big creators are starting to. I can't believe the amount of big creators now that are publicly saying they're going somewhere else. You know, and I don't know how many big creators have to leave before YouTube realizes. But then again, I think honestly, you know, here's my conspiracy theory on the whole thing, which is it's not really a conspiracy because it's based on facts. Um, as we know, the mainstream media is paying YouTube huge sums, hundreds of millions of dollars, to have their product front and center on YouTube. Because you know, just look at the trending page, or if you look at what your recommendations are, you know, they always are throwing mainstream media stuff in there, which I don't watch mainstream media, and I'm like, why are you suggesting I watch mainstream media stuff? And I never watch it. Like I never click on I don't care what the thumbnail is or the title. I don't click on mainstream media topics or channels, and but they're constantly getting thrown at me. Constantly, it's like it's unbelievable actually, and I never click on them. Like actually, I click the old not interested, and it takes the thumbnail away, and but YouTube is getting paid just an unbelievable amount of money by the mainstream media to be front and center, and and YouTube being the greedy hogs they are, which they have obviously just they've decided creators money they're going with the money, and they don't want to have creators anymore. They don't feel they need them. They think they can survive on mainstream media money. It's the only thing that makes sense. It's like, and it's not just North America. It's happening all around the world. So every country that they're in, the mainstream media is pumping money to YouTube to be on the delivery platform, because YouTube has the largest video delivery system in the world. And you know that Susan woman, she's already said that she wants to be the distribution network for TV worldwide. They want to destroy the cable companies. So, I think it's happening now. It actually is happening. So, and now it's official. They have a blacklist, and everything from comedy to news and ducks in between are getting caught in this big net. And because of all the flagging that took place, I think the ducks got put into a blacklist channel. I think that's what it is, because we got flagged so hard and so heavy that that's what's happened. It only makes any sense. Why? Like we're on day 18. 18? No. 20? We're on day 16, day 16. Why does it take 16 days to look at something when you supply proof that you were attacked? You know, that there's online proof that you're a target by a third party. You know, it's anyways, that's what's happening. So I gotta go and I'm gonna go and work on this video. Like I said, I'm gonna re-edit. I'm gonna reshoot it. I shaved, give myself a haircut. I'm gonna make sure there's nothing stuck in my teeth like yesterday. And oh, I'm so mad. It was such a I first take. It was so good. I gotta redo it all. You know. Oh. An interesting decision. No, it's all about money. The mainstream media is dying. Nobody's watching it. So if you're dying on cable and satellite, and everybody's unsubscribing to you, and you've got, like, you know, the mainstream media has unbelievable war chests of cash, and they're like, so the cable and satellite's dying, but you know, YouTube, you know, delivery platform is growing. Well, it just makes sense to take your war chest of cash and pay YouTube to get onto that delivery system, and then take over the delivery system. Because you got to think about this, you know, these big corporations, they literally can produce thousands of videos a day each. Thousands. You know, all their little stations they have, their little affiliates can all do news channels, you know, news videos, and upload them. They can overwhelm the system that the small creators get crushed, you know. Like, it's hard to put out videos, you know, and edit as an independent creator. It's a full-time job for one person to put out videos. And when you've got an organization that's the only thing they do is pump out content, well, there, you know, it's just going to get flooded. It's going to, you know, basically what YouTube is going to be is a big giant cable network. You know, it's going to be you know, what was that song? 500 channels and nothing on, or whatever. I forget that song. You know, what artist it was. You know, 500 channels and still nothing to watch or nothing. I forget what it was. It was back in the 80s. Well, that's what YouTube is. You know, but it's 500,000 channels and just nothing to watch. What was that? What was that song? Does anybody remember that song? I'm trying to think what it was. But anyways, so it's going to be 500,000 channels and nothing to watch. And and you know, these other platforms. I think these other platforms, you know, like Minds, Gab, and all of them. I know what's going to happen. They're as soon as they get big enough that YouTube and Twitter and Facebook realize that they're a potential threat, they're going to buy them out. And mark my words. And these people are going to sell out. All of these other sites are going to sell out because of the amount of money that's going to be offered to them. You know, they're not going to turn, like, think about these small companies that have started, like Minds and that and Gab. There's a couple others. BitChute. You know, they're going to, if all of a sudden someone shows up at your door with a couple $1 billion in a briefcase, billion, not million, a couple billion, like 1,000 million, two of them, okay, show up. Do you think these little startup companies are going to turn it down? Think about it. Like, think about it. So if you start off a website, you know, and you've got investors and you've raised, you know, 50 or 60 or $100 million, and you start up and you're young, you know, you're 30 years old, you know, there's dreams of, I'm going to allow freedom of speech and all this kind of stuff, and we're going to show the establishment, and then the establishment shows up at your door with a couple $1 billion and says, or shows up with 10 billion, you know, or 12, was it 12 billion they sold Snapchat? Facebook bought Snapchat for, was it 12 billion? Think about it. How do you turn that down? I don't care how righteous you are, and you know, you have this idea, this idealistic idea that, you know, we're gonna do something positive, and then all of a sudden $12 billion is put in front of you, basically to get you to go away, you know, so that they can erase you, you know. Like, think about it. That's like $12,000 million, you know. And if you don't take it, you know, if you don't take the money, then they'll just take that 2 billion or 12 billion and they'll start a competing website against you, you know. And then all of a sudden there'll be like a new video platform appears. owned by Alphabet in the background, by some holding company in the Cayman Islands or something. You know what I mean? Like, because we're talking too much money here. It's like it 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 it's too much money, and it's just this it's the greed factor. You know. The only way that this can get fixed, folks, and unfortunately, and I'm not a fan of this at all. Okay, I'm not a fan of this because every time you invite this organization into your life, they make it worse. But the only way this could be brought down to its knees is if the government declares it a utility and regulates it. That's the only way. It's the only way. And unfortunately, more government is never a good thing. Never a good thing. But unfortunately, that is the only entity that could take something on this size. The only thing, like, and that's scary because then because we already know the government is owned by these entities, like YouTube and Google and everybody. They're like, well, look at Facebook. That hearing, that hearing was a joke, folks. That was so funny. I like 85% of the senators. I think it was the senators of Congress that whoever the people, the 85% of the people that were interviewing Zuckerberg had received substantial contributions from Facebook for their campaigns. Like they're biting the hand that feeds them. It was such a joke. Like everybody says, "Oh, they got raked over the coals," and Ted Cruz is a warrior. And it's like, my God, Ted Cruz. I think Ted Cruz got something like $18,000 contributed to his election fund. It was all show, kabuki theater, folks. It's an illusion. So the only way we can make change ourselves, Aaron, is to turn it off. That's the only way. It's the only way. Disconnect. Throw your smartphone away. Get a flip phone, and with no GPS, and pay cash for everything, and operate out of the system. That's the only way. But that's too much of a stretch for the average person because they can't let go. They're addicted to the cord. It blows me away. Like I can walk around without a phone because I don't have one. I never got addicted to the phone. Well, I did in the '80s, but that's when it was cool to have a cell phone. Now it's just a leash. I'm not big at being leashed. So I watch people, folks, because I'm like, I don't know if I gloat on the fact that I'm not addicted to it. I think maybe that's what it is. I feel so happy that I don't have that problem. But I walk around watching people on their phones, and you just notice. You ever notice you see pictures? Every time you see a picture of somebody, they've got a phone in their hand somewhere. Like their hand is hanging down to the side of their body, but they've got a phone in it. Or they're doing something and they got a phone in it. Like the phone is like it's hot glued into their hand or velcroed or something. I don't know why, but you can tell they're not very productive because one hand's holding the phone and the other hand is the only hand they can do anything with. So, but people won't let go of all this. So unfortunately, it's going to be a government regulation situation because the human race doesn't know that the only way to beat these people is to cut them off. Checking time, I don't even check time anymore. I don't care what time it is, honestly. I used to check the time all the time, and I don't now. The clock on my car is still on the old time. And I look at it and go, "Oh, the day is almost done. Oh no, I forgot to change it." Or is it? Some days I go, "Is it changed or not?" I don't know. Well, that's how I tell the time, Dawn, is by the position of the sun. I look at the sky. How much more day do I have left? But I'm an old timer that way. Like I know, I look at, oh, it's there. Okay, I got some good time left to get some things done. So it's like when the sun starts getting low to the trees, it's pretty soon it's quitting time. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm gonna go and do this work on this edit and reshoot the video with the big dog head behind me. and get this ball rolling to let the internet know that the ducks are on the blacklist, and we've got to fix this, or at least raise so much attention to what's going on that a charity channel that feeds the homeless got deleted, and nobody will talk to us at YouTube now because we asked for their address. No, because we asked for an address, they won't talk to us anymore. I don't believe it. Anyways, that's the latest. So yeah, I know everybody's behind me. I got a good duck army, good duck family behind me. That's the only reason I keep going, folks. If it wasn't for you, I would quit because there's nobody else. It's like I'm doing this to keep it going so that we can keep this cause going. And I don't believe that I don't believe the universe wants to stop me from helping people. You know, I don't believe it. That's what I'm looking at. I don't think the universe is aware that that I'm being roadblocked right now. I think the universe has to come around and give us a little push, a little help. And I'm thinking the video and the petition is the boost we're going to need now, because I've had enough. This is ridiculous. 16 days. I can't believe that there's 16 days gone. I don't believe it. So, anyways, I'm gonna go get some breakfast into me, brush my teeth, and then do some video stuff here to rally up the quacking and share this, and you know, maybe get some coverage that people will say, hey, what's going on here? Why is this happening? You know, and because I don't believe it. But like I said, I think it's because the YouTube's community guidelines have changed, and they don't want anything to do with you know, the nuts and bolts of raising animals for food, because it's too gory. You know, blood, guts, internal, you know, cutting opens and dissecting and all that stuff. I think anybody on YouTube that has content that shows an animal being butchered needs to get it off, or they're going to get a strike, and the purge is they're going to get blacklisted. I think when you start getting strikes, now the new rule is that if you start getting strikes, I think what YouTube is doing is putting you into the blacklist. I think that's what it is. But you know, and there's 10,000 flaggers that they hired. I think that is the starting point. That you know, they're going through their website, and this purge is to mainstreamize, I guess we could call it, the channel, so that it's advertiser friendly. Because advertisers don't want to advertise to people that watch homesteading stuff, you know. So I don't know. I don't understand advertisers. Why wouldn't do homesteaders not drink pop? I don't. But you know, there are homesteaders that drink pop. Why wouldn't a pop company want to advertise them? You know, like it's not like homesteaders don't buy anything. You know, it's like people who are interested in, you know, these type of topics don't buy anything. If anything, they'd be buying a lot more stuff, getting ready for whatever's coming. It's like, you know, I think preppers are probably the best customer you can have. You know, think about it. They're putting all their money into supplies. They'd be the people you want to sell stuff to because they're stockpiling it. You know. Anyways, I'm gonna say goodbye and get to work here, so that I'm going to I'm gonna get things happening here. I don't believe this today. And is that awesome? Do you hear it snoring? Oh, it was snoring. There was a bit of a snore happening, and it wasn't moving, eh? Like the nostrils, they're almost, I'm going the wrong direction. They look real, eh? It's like, oh, Dougie, you're so soft. I don't believe how good that looks. Like, folks, the quality of the cafe press stuff is unbelievable. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I'm looking at it in the reflection here of the screen. I'm not even looking at the lens here, so that's why I'm off to the side. But I'm blown away by the duck head. All right, I'm gonna say goodbye and keep watching today, because sometime today we're gonna be launching this the video, and we'll start sharing it and getting things happening. Okay, have a good day, and the fight is far from over. Remember that, okay? And it doesn't matter about all these thumbs down. Don't concern yourself with the thumbs down. And whatever you do, don't send me emails about the thumbs down, because this morning I got, like, I'm not kidding you, I got like 12 emails from people telling me about the attack on the channel. I know we're getting attacked. I see it. You know, I don't clog up my emails with emails about getting attacked when. And once again, if it wasn't for you in my corner, I would give up. Remember that.